Welcome to another episode of I Know Jax, the show where we explore the fun side of Jacksonville. Many people I know want to work in television, and I meet a lot of people who want to be on camera. I find that pretty fascinating because I never had a desire to be on camera at all. For almost 30 years, I worked behind the camera, and I actually still do quite a bit of production work. I never thought about being the guy in front of the camera. Now that's until we decided to do our own TV show. Keeping the team small makes life a lot easier when it comes to scheduling. That's pretty much how I ended up right here on camera. And the funny thing is, nowadays I actually enjoy being on camera. Doing the I Know Jax show means that I get to go out and explore new places and meet new people every week. I have learned so much about Jacksonville since I started. I'm not a native. I wasn't born in Jacksonville. I'm discovering more things about Jacksonville every day, and I love it. Jacksonville is a city that's changing and growing. Just in the few years I've been here, there's been some major changes happening downtown, for example. And how about craft beer? Jacksonville is definitely on the map now, and I think we're going to do the same with food. Well, this weekend, that giant slide is downtown. That's new and pretty extreme. Next weekend, though, we're welcoming a new extreme sport to Jacksonville. Extreme Pogo. Pogopalooza is the annual World Championships of Extreme Pogo and the biggest pogo stick event on the planet, bringing together all the top athletes. Pogopalooza is both an action sports competition and a celebration of pogo sticks for the entire family. The Pogopalooza Tour kicks off each summer with a USA Open event that feeds into the World Finals. I asked Will from Pogopalooza All Access how it all got started.
To answer that, I brought in a friend, Nick McClintock, who was at the very first Pogopalooza 12 years ago. Hi, Nick. Hey, Will. Gonna ask you a few questions about the first Pogopalooza. Where was it held?
Parking lot in Nebraska.
And how many people were in this parking lot?
6.
What was the prize for the first place winner?
A handful of trail mix.
What has changed since that first Pogopalooza?
Everything.
Thank you, Nick. Started out in Nebraska, then it went to Chicago, then it was in Albany, and next Huntington Beach, then Bueno Park, California. After that, Pogopalooza 6 was in Pittsburgh, 7, Salt Lake City. They went to Orange County. They came back to Orange County. Then they went to New York City, then France, Pittsburgh, Sweden, and now it's somewhere it's never been before. Pogopalooza is in space!
No, Will, that's not true. It's much closer to home.
The open round is taking place in Jacksonville, Florida. The top 10 participants there will move on to the World Championships. That's taking place 4th of July weekend in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What are they competing in, you may ask? Well, there are 3 disciplines to Pogopalooza. The first one is freestyle. Now, freestyle is an open park run where our athletes will bounce across obstacles, try and string together tricks, and impress our judges to take home the top score. Second discipline, best trick. Our athletes will try and throw down tricks that have never been landed before in an attempt to impress our judges. This is where some incredibly crazy stuff happens. And then finally, the third discipline is high jump. Here, athletes try and jump as high as they can over a bar on a pogo stick. And of course, they're gunning to break the world record of 9 feet 9 inches.
9 feet 9 inches? That's crazy! I actually saw some of these guys at one of the Sharks games. It was pretty freaking amazing. Pogopalooza takes place at Hemming Park on Friday, June 5th from 3 to 7 p.m. and on Saturday, June 6th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. So make sure to come downtown and check all that out. I'm going to be there on Saturday because I'm also going to the Candy Apple Cafe. A good friend of mine, Lisa, is moving to Colorado and has a farewell lunch there. We're going to miss you, Lisa. It's a great choice, I think. I might even make it upstairs to get a salty caramel sundae at Sweet Pete's before I head back to the beach. I'm also doing the putt and crawl at Jack's Beach on Saturday, June 6th, so it's going to be an action-packed day for me. What are your plans? Well, if you haven't made plans yet, I have some ideas for you. That's coming up next. Since it's the first week of a new month, you know there's a lot happening. So let's not waste any time and let's jump straight into the calendar of events. As usual, you can find all the details for all these events on my website at iknowjax.com in the post Fun Things to Do in June. First on my agenda is this week is First Wednesday Art Walk, because this time the event combines 2 or maybe even 3 of my favorite things. There's of course lots of fun arts and crafts to check out. That's number 1. But this time, Bold City Brewery has a release party for its summer seasonal Big John's Apricot Wheat Ale. Craft beer is my second favorite. And guess what? There's food there too. I've also heard rumors about a mechanical surfboard. I don't know what that's all about. I've ridden a mechanical bull in the past, but I've never tried a mechanical surfboard before, so I'm interested in checking that out. Film to follow. The first Wednesday Art Walk takes place on June 3rd. There's a lot of outdoor music events going on in the summer. St. Augustine has Music by the Sea on Wednesdays and concerts in the plaza on Thursdays. The Landing has Latin Fridays every Friday, and Fernandina has a regular event too. It's called Sounds on Center and happens on the first Friday of the month. So that's on the 5th of June this month. Bring your own chair to the street right in front of the Palace Saloon. That's Sounds on Center in Fernandina on Friday, June 5th, starting at 6 p.m. One of my favorite hangouts on Saturday is Riverside Arts Market. I like going this time of year because there are lots of fresh fruit and vegetables and a lot of plants as well. You see, I just planted a small butterfly garden in a container that I'm really proud of. I know, I'm getting off track. Back to RAM. Under the Fuller Warren Bridge, Riverside Arts Market takes place on Saturday, June 6th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and this time it's Kids Day at RAM. There's a lot more happening. We already talked about the Extreme Pogo Stick event at Hemming Park. Never Quit takes place at Jack's Beach on Saturday, June 6th. The Rendezvous Festival is going on in Amelia Island. Drake's Raid is happening in St. Augustine. But I'm going to head to Jack's Beach on Saturday for the putt and crawl. I have a whole group of people putting and crawling with me. So if you see me, make sure to come up and say hello. For more events and more info, check out my article, Fun Things to Do in June, on the website.
Hey guys, my name is Miguel Gallardo, goalkeeper for the Armada FC, and you're watching I Know Jax.
That's it for this week's episode. I'll be back with another episode of I Know Jax next weekend. Until then, I'll see you on the internet. I'm here with Chris Chislett, the wine guy, and in an upcoming episode of the wine segment, we're going to use all these things you see in front of us to open a wine bottle.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought you went to a yard sale or something and just kind of stuck some stuff on here.
Well,
okay.
Now you know.
Interesting. All right.